touched on the fact that even if you're living in the north, you may, and I don't know this because I don't understand the formulas and chemicals, but could you be living in essentially a cold, dry environment
and still
the environment north not work as well for you, your
yes.
skin type?
But a lot of that has to do, and it's the same thing with any kind of a brand. You'll find that you might want to combine things because you'll find that this doesn't work for me, or I like this piece in this product line, like I like the shampoo and conditioner, but I wouldn't use the lotion. You know, it's just something that I use such and such lotion is my favorite, you know. So I don't want it to be where it's locked up in kits where, you know, some pieces might be, but I want it to be able to flow that you can pick up or, you know, try other pieces of it.
Okay, great. And then, of course, our secondary objective is to create brand awareness and preference. So essentially through the mark itself, it has to say what this product is about. And then, of course, brand awareness is about marketing it and putting it out there. And part of the things that we'll probably include along with the logo is that we have to apply it to a few things so that the client really understands how it looks in the environment, not just on screen or just on a board. So I think we need to apply the brand as we're saying here, stationery, a basic stationery set. Maybe basic business forms, we'll see what you need there. You had mentioned hang tags, and the hang tags would go on the bottles. Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, and I might have a sample one is what I was looking for. Sometimes we do, like for, there's not enough room a lot of times on a label to get all the information on it, or on a bottle that's tiny. So we'll do these little hang tags. I thought I might have brought one, but really, if you think about a hang tag, and I don't know if any of you have ever seen them, but you could just think of it as more like a business card size, fold it in half, a little, you know, punch hole, you know, kind of, and of course you're going to make it based on the size of the, you know, bottle or whatever. So that's kind of the thought process behind it.
It's funny, now they're doing labeling, which kind of drives me crazy. Like, have you ever bought aspirin lately, or like Tylenol, you actually unwrap the label so there's more on the other side. You don't even know it's there.
Right.
And so you're like, how many can I take? And you're like, and then finally you figure it out. But it's not very clear that there's something. But hang tags are immediate, which is nice.
Yep.
So it tells you.
But also, the problem with the hang tag sometimes is that it you're going to throw it away. So if it's got important information on it, which a lot of times it's got your ingredient deck and things like that on it that you have to have, because, you know, I don't have to put any of that on any samples, but, you know, if somebody has allergies or, you know, problem, they're never going to know what's in there. So, you know.
So,
or expiration date. You know,
and then when you have small bottles, hang tags they overwhelm them.
Mm-hmm.
Larger bottle, no problem, so that can be an issue too. One of the problems that I've seen when I've done labeling projects is we're pretty much at the mercy of the production. So, you know, if there's a bottle of anything, wine, the label is put on with a machine, and the designer is given a template so that the machine will, you know, will fit correctly, and you're going to have certain restrictions, which for us are opportunities, design opportunities to try to overcome. And so, you know, for us, we may or may, if you find templates that you want us to use, that's fine. If you just want us to kind of create a fantasy, this is what it could look like.
I'd rather you guys stretch as far as you can go. Even when I was going to bring sample packaging of ideas, but then I thought, you know what, I want you to be as creative as you can be, because I can always work within those means afterwards, but it just gives you the ability to just reach, you know, and I don't want to stop that. When I'm thinking of this whole brand development, obviously to me, like, there's obviously a color that you'll see, you'll think, but think of it also that you want to use all five senses. You know, when you touch this, you want to be able to know there's a scent to it. You want to be able to know there's a look, a scent, a feel, everything about it. So describe that, and that was really why I brought you products for you to touch and feel. And when you're using these, the best way to try to feel a product is to put it on the back of your hand or put it on your wrist and just really kind of rub it in and try to get the sensation and try to go through the experiment of what does this make me think of when I feel this? What is that I'm experiencing? Because that has a lot to do with how some consumer is going to identify with it and be honest with it. I really liked this, or I really didn't like this. You know, that all that matters. And after we develop what the look is, we're also doing the same thing in product development. So we take a team of people, we'll throw, you know, products out there from, you know, all ages, walks of life, and start to listen to the feedback that you get from the client, you know, from the end user, basically, so that you can really know, what do I want to do? How do I want to change this? What am I looking for out of this? What kind of, what do I finally get to where the majority likes it? Because you're never going to satisfy everybody, but you know, you still want to be able to give most of that